Alright, so we're gonna jump right into things here. As you can see, we're at 64% now. We are a Dream Warrior, so I'll go ahead and, again, put up on screen all of the little titles we didn't see in between. But yeah, let's just jump right into it with Orange Ocean. And Kirby's running away from a shark. So yeah. So 6-1 is gonna has 6-1 has a few interesting things about it. So there's this optional room with a mini boss, right? And you can go down, defeat him, get throw if you want. What's more interesting is this block right here. This is a block that can be destroyed with stone or hammer, and for some reason that creates just a random water tile right below the door. And if you like spam stone within the water tile, then the game will like freak out and can do all kinds of crazy things from like crashing to like, I don't know. I think it probably can affect your save file, so I wouldn't recommend trying it. But yeah, it can crash, it can, warp you places, it can, cause the credits to start playing. It's interesting. And what's even more interesting is my ability to just jump straight into a pit of doom. Alright, so you see that I just like kind of waited for the mix roulette there. And basically how mix works is the roulette is in the same order every time, and where it starts is dependent on which enemies you inhale. So if you inhale the same 2 enemies and then let the roulette end on its own, it will give you the same ability every time. So in that case, getting the Sparky and the Flamer and putting them together gave me Hammer. This is important because you'll see once we enter this door. We got a 1-up and a Maxim Tomato, and there's a door underneath this block in the middle, which is one of those hard blocks that can only be destroyed by certain abilities. Hammer can destroy it easily and get right to the first big switch of the level, which opens up the level 6 museum. But yeah, you could also just go ahead and, bring Hammer in from somewhere else, but that's a way to get it like right next to where the door is, so you don't have to worry too much. It's an interesting little quirk of how the mixed roulette works. This is true for every game. This is true for just about every game, because it pretty much, in every game that has the mixed roulette, it pretty much works the same, where depending on which 2 enemies you inhale, it starts at a different point, but it's the same every time, meaning if you're really good, you can indeed time it to an extent, even if it is, extremely tricky, requires a lot of learning how to do it. They do it a lot in speedruns to mix for, like, in a lot of high-level Kirby speedruns, you see a lot of mixing for important abilities. But yeah, that's the entire tangent on mixed roulette. So we're just gonna take our 1-up and move on. Not before checking out what is in the museum. We get Wheel, so we no longer need to go beat up Grand Wheelie in earlier level, in level 3 to arena to get Wheel whenever we want, which is, I suppose it's nice. But I'm mainly more grabbing the big switch out of, obligation for getting that sweet percentage counter up to 100. Yeah. I think, yeah, for that energy drink, you're probably better off using a slide, or if you have it, Fireball, so you can grab it before, falls into the endless pit of doom and despair and all kinds of other bad things. Ow. Yeah. The bombers, when they explode, have a very big range at which they can hit you. They're the enemy that gives Crash, so it makes sense that they'd be particularly dangerous. Okay, yeah, here we have a door. So here's another thing, so that we need to basically use the mixed roulette. Basically, we need to use the same strategy that we did in the last level, which involves not just running directly into one of them, and so yeah, we're gonna. They do kind of like jump after Kirby, so we're gonna kind of like lure them into the same spot first of all. It can be a bit awkward. They have to do one of them has to do a high jump over the little pillar in the middle. Here, so here's what we'll do. We'll wait in the middle and until one of them jumps over to the other side, and then we'll kind of lure them. Come on, come on. No, oh, yeah, all right, guy made it over. And now we can go ahead, mix them together, and get hammer. So yeah, it's pretty much the exact same solution as the previous stage, so we're getting all kinds of familiar with the concept of mixing. Ow. Okay, also be careful for guys landing on your head. I always thought mixing is interesting, just as like in concept, because I remember when I was a kid and playing my first Kirby game was Superstar Ultra for the first time, I was always like, oh, what's gonna happen if I inhale 2 copy ability enemies at the same time? Like, what will the game do then? And when I found out for the first time and got a mix, that was kind of a cool experience, a very memorable one as well. We're gonna take this very slowly and carefully as to not get ourselves blown up by a dying Scarfy. You know what? You know what? You know what? UFO now. That's what we're doing. Funky UFO shenanigans. That don't last very long because the end of the level is right there and the game does not allow you to take UFO into other levels. Alright, but we got an arena for level 6 with Fire Lion. Ow. Oh, come on. God, why are mid-bosses that can grab you like the most annoying ones? Alright, alright. Come on, alright. Haha. You thought you had me, but at the end, I win. Alright, and now we got a boat. So, I suppose it makes sense there's a little ship moored here in the Orange Ocean. Now I'm just imagining just drinking out of an ocean of pure orange juice, and as someone who very much enjoys a tall glass of orange juice, I definitely, that's a very interesting and good image. Oh my god. So we got Bonks. Bonkerson. Oh my god, dude. I love fighting mini-bosses and dying. It's my favorite hobby. Alright, so we're gonna not make dumb mistakes. Grab hammer, which allows us to destroy these little like wooden crates, which count as the hard block kind of deals. And that leads us over here where we can take out this guy, grab an energy drink, and destroy this, which causes water to flow in. But if we go to where the bomb block was and press up, secret door. Okay, can I get that one up, please? Okay, come on. I want it. I want the one up, even though, you know what? There we go. see it. Okay, oh god, this room, okay. So, this requires, so you can't use fire underwater, yet we have to light a fuse. So, this brings up a very interesting little conundrum. Basically, what we have to do is, when you swallow an enemy, Kirby will automatically, like, use the copy ability as to, like, demonstrate it in some capacity. So what you do is you swallow the fire guy underwater, and yeah, that lights the fuse, and then you have to make a mad dash for the cannon, because that fuse is short. Like that. And that's the 6-3 big switch. And that opens up the crane game in the middle of the ocean, you know, as crane games tend to be placed. So that drops us so basically that drops us that big switch drops us at the end of the next room had we not gone down that optional path, so we can just head into the door in that's in the sail for some reason. I don't think putting like a hole in a sail is generally a wise decision, but you know, I am no boating professional. Actually, I think in high school, for some reason, in my high school, was it in my 8th grade or no? It was in my 8th grade phys ed class where, for some reason, we had an entire lesson on getting boating certifications, and I don't know what that was about. So like, technically, back in 8th grade, I had the certifications to get a boating license, even though I had zero interest in doing so. So I don't know. Maybe in the past, back in the ye old days of middle school, I was technically a certified boat person. I don't ask. You're just gonna grab some Kirby dolls here and get some 1-ups and call it a day, and ignore my, you know. Yeah. 2-up is fine. It's all gonna go away when I turn off the game anyway. Alright. Hello, ball. I want to be Orb. Oh, he's just went back to his home planet. I must go, my planet needs me. Okay, you know what, that's fine. That's fine, Mr. Enemy Dude. But yeah, this top path is mainly just for, there's just a couple of enemies that give copy abilities if you want sword or ball, which, you know, I think I'll grab sword. Why not? Oh boy, this room is weird. Essentially, it's a big maze with a whole bunch of bomb blocks everywhere, and it's just kind of all about, figuring out which blocks to destroy to get to the places you want to go. We can grab this. Not too difficult to grab, then again, it's an energy drink, and usually those aren't super difficult to grab, you know. Okay, so yeah, if you have an ability that can hit those bomb blocks, you get 3 extra lives, which is you know, a very fun reward, because extra life count going up is always good for the old human psychology brain, because, you know, it's just something about human psychology that makes number going up give, like, feelings of dopamine and happiness or whatever. kind of careful here. Say there's, yeah. So if you go into that suspicious little alcove, secret door that unlocks an egg. We love egg. All right. Go up, 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 up. Why do you refuse? Okay, we're gonna. Yeah, because there's no way to get that crash, that bomber for crash, so you just kind of have to avoid him. Oh, okay, so the game's giving us Parasol here, so as you can probably imagine, it's very useful for this next room because it's just a lot of things falling down on top of you, so if you have Parasol, you can pretty much just, fly right on up. You got an umbrella to protect you. Because as you all know, when live explosives are being dropped on you, an umbrella is just, the best way to protect yourself. So yeah. As you can see, we've had a big switch in every stage we've been in so far in this level, so yeah, lots of secrets to find here, considering we're getting pretty close to the end of the game. Ooh, 2 stars. So you may have noticed, so the little star and stars, so now that we've actually seen hang on, let me focus. So as you can see by the much more difficult pattern, those little stars in the corner of like the sub-game introduction text represent the difficulty. There's 1 star, 2 star, and 3 stars, and that's our first time seeing a 2-star sub-game. But yeah, as you can see, it's a little bit harder. All right, so we got, come on, there we go. We got ice level. Apparently this part of the ocean is a bit frozen over. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna climb the mountain. We're climbing the mountain now. Do I want laser? Why not? Yeah. Okay, we're just okay. You know what? Considering these enemy placements, I do not adhere to geometry anymore. Oh yeah, the door here to the next area is a bit blends in a bit, but you know what? It's fine. So those Blade Knights are, as they say, not having a great time with the whole being fully submerged in water thing and being instantly destroyed in the process. But it's fine, really. Alright, so this area, we got a cannon fuse puzzle. Gotta love them. Showing up everywhere. So as you can see, fuse is over there, cannon's over there, and as you can imagine, fuse is back over in that other pit. Okay, and there's just a lot of dudes just running at you and trying to kind of catch you off guard, so do be careful, especially considering I pressed the B button there, I swear. You know what I think it was? I think it was the fact that, yeah, I think it was the fact, was it? Oh, no, okay, it just didn't go. Okay, for some reason, sometimes when you're in the air, copy abilities just don't go off, I guess. Cool. Okay. You know what, if those guys just wanna go have a party down at the bottom of that little pit, then you know what? That's, as they say, none of my business. Alright, so we do need to hurry and avoid. Okay, you know what? Just run. Just run. Don't let the... Okay, there we go. And more big switches. And of course we get the quick draw. Oh god. If it's a 2-star quick draw, you're gonna see just it's gonna be embarrassing is what it is. Having your reaction time at when I'm recording this 4 in the morning, yeah, I swear I have a healthy sleep schedule, guys. Yeah. Yeah, oh yes, it is 2-star. Oh god. Okay. Am I just better at quick draw when I'm half asleep? Is that what's going on here? Okay. Yeah, if you press the button too early, you foul. You only get... Oh, nope. I decided to explain a game mechanic and then died immediately. Which, you know what? That tracks, honestly. But it's whatever. Since that was a 14 and the best I had done was a 15, I wouldn't have probably gotten that anyway, so... It's not like it matters too much. Nothing special going on down there. We got UFO dudes, though. So we can go flying through the stars as a UFO, which is, you know, it's fun. It's all fun and games until you lose the UFO. Ow! Yeah, there's a lot of these dudes in this room, and they fly in very... Okay, you know what? You know what? For whacking me in the face with a laser, I sentence you to being consumed into my being. Oh my god. This is as they say, not working out in the greatest. Oh my god, dude. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna just very carefully take you out and grab that. Alright, so yeah, I was trying to have fun with UFO, but the game clearly said, no. Please. There we go. Alright, let's go door number 2. And we got 2 Mr. Frosties, which is, you know, always more exciting than just 1. Ooh, what does this get me for... Cool mix, bro. Cool mix. I love it. Oh man, we're gonna look at all this. Look at all this. God, I can't believe that gave me freaking light of all things. What's the description? Dark areas can be spooky. This lets Kirby set off fireworks. It works. Can I even use it? Wait, if it works only in the dark, does that mean it just doesn't? It'll be like useless, or can I not even use it outside of dark rooms? Hang on. Let me. Okay, no, I. See, it doesn't even like. It's not like if it maybe did even a little damage to everything on screen, and was just like a worse version of Crash, I would still meme on it, obviously, but maybe not as much. But still, it's. All right. Anyway, Meta Knights. As per usual, I will not be taking this on with the copy ability because. Yeah, it's just, I just think no ability Kirby works better for these. As I've said so many times, pretty much every single time this encounter has come up. Because if there's one thing I enjoy, it's needless repetition of what I've said. You know, I just enjoy needless repetition of the things I say. Yeah, it's funny because it's funny. I made a self-deprecating joke about me repeating things I said, and then I repeated the joke because, you know, I'm just I don't know. My brain is not functioning. Like, my brain is functioning about as well as the Twitch mobile app is on a daily basis. And we missed the big switch, so I actually don't remember where this one is. Give me a minute. All right, so for this one, there's some hard blocks that need destroyed. So you might think, you know, okay, there's 2 Sparkies down here, and as we saw earlier, 2 Sparkies mixing 2 Sparkies gets you Hammer. But instead I've brought in Fireball from the level 6 arena that we unlocked, because, yeah, as you can see, they're down here in the secret alcove, and they're right over a bottomless pit. So it's just way better. Fireball is way better suited for that. I'm not sure if there is a mix that gives Fireball. I'll experiment it after I'm done recording, and if I will report on my findings, hopefully. But that unlocks, as you can imagine, since we're at the end of the world, the Warp Star Station. So, level 6 boss, let's go. And we finally get to fight Meta Knight himself, and as is tradition, a tradition that started here, Meta Knight hands us a sword to fight him with, because this is an honorable duel. So much that I don't think you can, yeah, you can't even get rid of the sword, you don't lose it, so literally you are forced into sword for this fight. You know, it's a duel, an honorable duel between two foes, you know? And there we go. And that's an interesting secret identity you've got there, Meta Knight. Looks a lot like someone I know. Perhaps a mirror, in a way. But there we go. Star Rod piece number 6 out of 7. We've almost collected them all. So, next time on Kirby's Adventure, and whenever I get around to this on all the Kirby, we will be taking on the final stage of the final level of the game, Rainbow Resort. And as you can see, Meta Knight, since you're forced into use sword for Meta Knight, you're given back whatever ability you had before the fight. So, yeah. And in case you're wondering, there's no just waiting around forever like in future games to avoid grabbing swords. So, just before I did the outro, I probably should have established those things. But you know what? I never claimed to be good at videos. So, yeah, outro time for realsies. Yeah, so next time on all the Kirby, yeah, Rainbow Resort. I guess next time on all the Kirby, we'll actually be going back and taking on, since we just took on level 6 of Adventure, I think level 6 of Dreamland 2 is in order. But next time on Adventure, we'll be taking on the final level of the game and finishing Adventure. So yeah, see you guys around.